Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Tony.
I'm King K.
And this is Down2Talk.
Yes, sir.
So this week's topic, we're going to be touching on self-care. Something that's very important that we all go through, weekly, daily, monthly. It's just one of those things that, we all have to go through. We're going to be talking about routines, some important tips, and we're just going to get kind of straight into it. So, King K, is there anything that you wanted to say?
Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it then. So starting off, what are some important tips that you learn as an adult?
I think being consistent and being healthy and maintaining a healthy environment for yourself and the people that surround you.
Right.
Those are some of the tips that's very important. So what are some of the daily routines in self-care?
Well, it all starts with getting, good night's rest. You gotta have sleep. It doesn't matter if you need 8 hours or if you only need 4 hours. You gotta get that sleep, and that's where it starts, so you can be ready for the next day. And diet is a huge thing. You've gotta, keep up with not just, eating enough times throughout the day, but eating the right things throughout the day. That's one of the things that keeps your energy, right. So also, I want to say, probably having some time to yourself. Like not a lot of people make it a point to spend 30 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour a day, just, doing something that they want to do, something that they love doing. So I think that could be integrated into part of daily routine for self-care. When do you feel it's okay to confront somebody about their lack of self-care?
I think it's okay when it starts to affect everybody around you, and when you see a loved one that's not really taking care of themselves properly, and it affects you because you care for that person.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do it, calm and collectively, and you want to, be kind about it because you don't know what that person going through at that moment, and that's pretty much, probably the best time to confront somebody.
Right.
So how important is self-care to you?
Very, very. This is one of those things to where if your routine is messed up by even a day, you might feel off instantly all week. And that whole week might drag over into the month.
Right.
So this is just honestly one of those things to where if, like what you said about being consistent, if you're not consistently, making it a point to keep up with yourself, to keep those habits that you normally stick to,
right,
to keep those in line and do those, make sure you're doing those every single day,
right,
then you're gonna kind of feel it, and that kind of it drags over.
Right.
So, and you don't want that to happen because that could kind of just prolong the period that you're in a kind of funk.
Right.
So it's very, very important.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I don't have a fresh fade, that shit throws off my whole mojo. And
yeah,
it's crazy. Like when you get a fresh fade, it's like an instant boost. You know what I mean?
It's a pick me up.
It's a pick me up. So that's a part of self-care.
Nah, believe me, I understand, but as you can tell, fades are not really my priority at the moment. I like to, for me personally,
right,
it's my personal fade,
right,
is my hour, 2 hours in the
right,
day where I get to kind of chill, where
right,
I'm not really checking my phone or
yeah,
like having to answer to anybody,
right,
because that's like my like downtime, my whole self-care routine or whatever. So. But yeah, I definitely feel that though, whenever I do end up getting the fade or, getting, a little chop on the sides or whatever,
sure,
it feels good,
Damn good.
It makes you feel good.
So, and you can't forget about working out,
Bro,
like if you miss a week or two, oh my God.
Yeah, bad month right there. I know. So, and I'm personally going through that right now, so. But we get back into it. That's why we having this whole episode on self-care.
Sure.
These are the things that we all go through. So
this story I had about self-care. I was working at this gas plant about 4 or 5 years ago, and I used to have this guy that I used to work with. Every time I would walk past him, I'm like, yo, what is that? What is that? Everybody would be like, yo, you working with so-and-so over there? Man, how you living? I'm like, shit, bro,
I'm living.
But it was actually one day I walked up to him, you know, I did it, you know, peacefully. Like I pulled him to the side and I was like, hey, yo, like, you know, pop this in your mouth, you know what I mean? Like, whoa. And like he didn't know how to take it at first, but he, you know what I'm saying, like he took it. And I was like, okay, cool.
He took the mint?
He took the mint. And I was like, that's just one step
in the right direction.
Right direction. So for everybody that got that coworker or that, you know, that friend that needs that extra push, let them know, but in a peaceful way.
Yeah. I mean, in this case, you know, you might not even offer them a breath mint or a stick of gum. You could buy them the whole pack, you know? So, you know, it kind of just, it's one of those things.
For sure.
Well, that about wraps everything up for this episode, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Catch us next week or the week after. This is
Down to Talk.